Hey guys, good afternoon, good morning, whichever one it is that you are watching. We are on Thursday, day 4 of not phonics, sorry, of social studies with me instead of Ms. Stockwell. So today we're going to talk about maps, okay? So I'm going to share with you screen so that you can see the booklet. Okay, so this is from Your Land, Mine. We're on chapter 4, and it is about maps. So if you look closely at our picture here, our little friend is making a map. What is she making a map of? She's making a map of the state of Tennessee. She's making a Tennessee state map. Okay, so chapter 4, maps. Now that we have learned about some of the physical features of the Earth, we learn how to read maps. First of all, what's a map? A map is a representation of a geographic area that shows features such as rivers, roads, and cities. A globe is a type of map, but most maps aren't spherical. Remember how we said a globe was round like a ball? It was like a sphere. A map is not like that. Maps are flat like a sheet of paper. Maps can be used for all sorts of things. People use maps to find their way from one place to another. They use maps to help learn about other parts of the world. They use maps to predict the weather, locate natural resources, or plan a trip. It is important that you know the difference between a physical map and practical map. So if we look at this map, do you see how this is part of the states, part of the United States, and all the states are a different color so that you can see them clearly. This is a political map of the Rocky Mountain region. So the purpose of a political map is to show boundaries or dividing lines between one place and another. Political maps show boundaries of things like countries, states, and cities. So again, let's look at our political map here. You could tell clearly that this is the border or the boundary of this state. This is the border of this state. You can tell because not only are each state a different color, but you can see the black outline of the border. The purpose of a physical map is to show the different types of landforms, such as plains, mountains, and valleys. A physical map might show a boundary, but that's not its main purpose. So on this map, we can still see the boundary lines, like this is Idaho. We can see the outline of the boundary, but that's not the main purpose. Up here, the main purpose is to show that this is Idaho and this is its borders. Down here, we look at Idaho, we can see the big cities. We can see the tallest mountain in Idaho. I know that this is a mountain range. Okay, I can see rivers. I can see major roadways. That is a physical map of the Rocky Mountain region. So this sign has a map of all the dams that the Tennessee Valley Authority owns on the Tennessee River. So let's look really closely at it. So we have, here's one, and here's one, and here's one. And you know, I'm going to highlight them so you can see them. Okay, so here's one, and 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 here, and here, and here, and here, and here. I think there's more down here. I'm still looking, hold on. Oh yeah, there's a bunch more. There's one here, and 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 here, there, and here, and here's some over here. My gosh, you see all of those dams? That's a lot, right? How are they marked on that map? They're marked, oh, they look like little rectangles, don't they? So that shows the dams on the Tennessee Valley Authority that they own on the Tennessee. So which is better, the physical map or a political map? Well, it depends on why you are using the map. You may find that political maps make it easier to learn the names of countries and states. Physical maps tell you more about what the land really looks like. When you're using a map, look first at the legend. The legend is the section that tells you what the symbols mean on a map. On most maps, the color blue represents water, such as a river, lake, or ocean. Black lines usually symbolize roads or highways, and green is often used to represent parks. However, each map is different, and you have to look at the legend. Which way is up? Let's talk about the way maps are set up. When you look at a map, how do you know what goes up the top, the bottom, the left, and the right? Long ago, map makers came up with 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. So let's see if we can see which direction is north, south, east, or west. And here's something handy. I'm going to use my phone because on my phone, I have a compass. Here's my compass. All right, so if I'm standing this direction right here, I am pointing north. Okay, so everything this way to me is north. That means that when I'm facing my camera, I'm facing west. When I face my board here at the front of the room, I'm facing south. And now I'm going to look this way and I'm facing east. See, here's my compass. You see it? Okay. All right. So here's a hint. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So the sun rises behind me every morning at school and it sets in front of me in school. So most of the time, maps are made with north at the top and south at the bottom. They are made with east on the right, west on the left. But this is not always the case. So you should always start by looking for the compass rose, which is the part of the map that shows what directions are north, east, south, and west, okay? All right, so here are our questions for today. Remember, you're going to answer these using a text box. So we got to use this map of Tennessee, okay? And here's our legend. The red dots are a city. The upside down shows mountains. A blue line is a river. A dark black line is a boundary, like the state border. And a thin line is a big highway, like the interstate. So using the map of Tennessee above, answer the following questions. Is the line that connects Memphis to Chattanooga a boundary or a highway? So the line that connects Memphis to Chattanooga. So this line right here, is this a boundary or is that a highway? Let's look at our legend over here. What does it tell us? It tells us that it is a boundary. That is part of the Tennessee state border. So it is a boundary. Okay, I'm actually going to change. There we go. So it is a boundary. Okay, so is the line that connects Nashville to Knoxville a boundary or a highway? So this line right here. Hold on, you know what I'm going to do? Let's see. This one, this right here. This line was what we were talking about there. And now this line, I'm going to do it in green. This line right here. Kind of hard to see that though, isn't it? So this line right here, is that a boundary or a highway? Is that a boundary or a highway? It's a highway. So you're going to use text box to answer this question. Question 3, what is the name of the river that goes through Nashville? This one right here, it goes through Nashville. It is called the Cumberland River. Good, Cumberland River. Which is further further north, Memphis or Knoxville? Here's our compass rose. So north is up at the top. Is Memphis farther north or Knoxville? Which is further east, Nashville or Chattanooga? Well, this means east. The E means east, so it's on the right side. So is Nashville farther east or Chattanooga? And then the last question, do you have to go through mountains to get from Memphis to Nashville? So if you have to go from Memphis to Nashville, do you need to go through any of the mountains that are upside down V's? Do you have to go through mountains to get from Memphis to Nashville? Okay, so what you're going to do for work tonight or today is you're going to finish answering these questions, and then I would like for you to get a piece of paper, just a white piece of paper, and try best to make your own map of Tennessee. Okay, so try to make the boundaries, try to draw the cities and the rivers. Make sure you have a compass rose. Make sure you draw the mountains and the four biggest cities in Tennessee are Memphis, Nashville, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Okay, make sure you draw your mountains, your rivers, your cities, and the compass rose, and add that to your activity for today. Okay, just upload as a PDF or a picture. All right, and that's all we have for today. So hope you have fun and enjoy your afternoon. Bye, guys.